Hello everyone, today we're going to be playing some Planet Coaster and something tells me we're in for a whole lot of fun. And speaking of fun, did you know you can't spell funerals without fun? And that's really what's going to happen. The plan for this video will be to see how many people we can cram into a park and then find ways to make their lives as miserable as mine. So let's start with configuring the park, giving us the best chance of getting people in. We can do this with the scenario editor, which basically just gives more options compared to playing sandbox alone. We'll have the place open 24/7 and we'll make it so the only thing that breaks down inside of the park is me. Now we'll increase the park capacity to 1 million people. Although I have read online that you can't get past around 40,000, so we'll see about this. Unlimited funds are a must. We'll turn off our staff's needs because either way we're going to be ignoring them anyway, and we'll make the staff passionate about their job because passionate people tend to be more willing to work for peanuts. This is something I know firsthand. Great. Next we'll go ahead and turn off all the traits the guests can spawn with except for high energy. The last thing we'll do is make it so people can only spawn in groups. Science tells me that a group of people is larger than an individual person. Nice. Now we've finished the boring admin work, we can get on with the slightly less boring setup phase. And here we are in sunny old Funeral Park. Guests are already showing up expecting a fun day only to be met with an empty field. Nothing makes me happier than disappointing people from the get-go. I'm going to go ahead and make the entry to my park free because we aren't in the business to make money, we're in the business to destroy lives. We'll start the park with a path that is just really long and annoying to go around. Nothing says theme park to me like walking for hours on end. We'll just curve it around here and bring it over this way. Perfect. Next we'll add some facilities to entice our future casualties. Sorry, slip of the tongue. I meant welcomed visitors. We'll go with a wide selection of places so that people can spend more time in this area. There's a cow place, a beef place, which is just a naked cow, some toilets so you can have a place to cry about our park's hatred towards cows while you poop. See, this is thoughtful. We're thinking of you. We're thinking about you while you're pooping and crying. Sorry, what's that? The park's going to be shut down? So I've just been told I can't think about you on the toilet anymore. Sorry about that. Anyway, moving on from that lawsuit, we'll add some of these golden treasure chests in. I have read online that these are extremely good at boosting the park's scenery rating, and the higher the park's rating, the more people we get. We'll add a couple more shops, a first aid place, which, with any luck, won't have to be used, mainly because you can't use first aid on a dead person. Believe me, I've tried. We'll also add an ATM so people can withdraw money. It's not a roller coaster without going over sections littered with people's lost belongings. You know, coins, phones, young children, litter, that kind of thing. Next we'll add in some more entrances. I don't know if they work, but if they do, people should spawn closer to the area we want them to be in. We'll go ahead and add in a hotel too. There we go. It looks as good as any hotel I've ever been to. So now if we unpause the game, we should see the park rating jump up. There we go. But that is nowhere near high enough to bring guests flocking. We need more flockability. Let's add more golden chests. We'll also add in some rides now. I think I'll mostly go with these flat rides as they take the least amount of effort to set up. We just need to add an entrance and an exit and we're golden. I think at this point we're going to be needing some extra staff to look after the park. I'll go with a couple of spare vendors. This way when someone dies from exhaustion, there'll be someone else to take over their place. Other than that, I think we'll just get some entertainers. These cows are probably the best because they jump around on their own udders, which is just a whole new level of weird. Some more rides now and connect them to the paths. A few more chests dotted around. Lovely stuff. Oh, nice. I can see the park rating is finally getting guests to come in bigger numbers. It's still not quite high enough though for what I want to achieve, so we'll work on raising it some more. First, we'll enhance the scenery some more with a pit of endless doom next to a calm lake. The pit of doom should be deep enough that once you fall in, you'll never be seen again. And the calm lake should be, well, calm. If you fall into the pit, to make sure you'll never be seen again, we can add some paths in to stop people from despawning. Haha, the path looks like like an angry hot dog. Right, so as mentioned, we'll change the prices on the vendors so that everything is free. As for the hat store, we will only be giving out skulls, as this will fit with the theme of soul-crushing death that this park is striving for. The park rating is still super low, so we can make more chests. We'll select them, duplicate them, and then repeat the process a few times. Ah, that should do nicely. A few more rides now for good measures, and even more chests. And there we go. The park is really starting to get busy now. If our mission was to make a successful park, we'd be failing miserably as everything is free. If the mission was to make a busy park, we'd still be failing miserably as the numbers are nowhere near what people say you can achieve. We're at 13,000, nowhere near that 40,000 supposed limit. Let's widen the park in one area. I think over the Pit of Doom should be a good place. A widened path allows for bottlenecking, which just makes leaving really difficult. Let's add some more cow entertainers. I can't stress enough how important these are at keeping crowds in one location. Just look at the influence they have on people when we place them down. I know, right? More influence than my parents had on my life. Well, now the numbers are growing on their own, I think it's time we build our first roller coaster. We will start with the basics. I've read online that this is the fastest roller coaster, which is perfect for what we want to achieve. We can set the exit speed from the platform to the maximum amount. Next, we'll add in some hydraulic sections of track, which again, we will set to the maximum speed and minimum delay. Just extend the track a little to allow plenty of room to build speed and carefully line it up with our own path. Then if we take any park visitor and rename him to this, it removes any friction on the roller coasters, allowing them to go that little bit faster. Great. Now to test our roller coaster. Hold on tight. Speed goes hand in hand with disturbing on this ride, and it's going to ramp up pretty quickly. Whee! Oh God, no.
There is something over the rainbow. Can you see it? It's you. It's you. It's you.
What have I done? I mean, I wanted this to happen, but I didn't think it would work this well. Oh my, there's little bodies raining down all over our park. It's a Christmas miracle. Wow, there's so many over there, it just looks like a static on an old TV. Oh, this is disturbing. Look at all of them. It's like an unplanned picnic of body parts. Well, that's no fun, is it? They're starting to disappear. What's the point in hurting these people if they just vanish? We'll put a stop to that. Let's build a wall. Just take it up, stretch it nice and high towards the sky. There we go. We've built a... oh dear. Let's change it a little bit. We'll flatten it out and make it less of an abomination. There we go. It looks like a giant tombstone now. Fitting. The next thing any theme park needs is a mascot. And as far as things with giant heads go in this game, there's a shark, a robotic dog, or me. I think we made the right decision. Let's give him little shark arms and a delicious lollipop flavor. Human suffering with a swirl of strawberry. We'll make his eyes a little bigger. Nice. This works. It's an expression I'm used to seeing. Bitter disappointment. The next thing any giant mascot needs is a baguette, and not just any old baguette. It's going to be his tongue. Give him some green hair to hide the gaping hole where his brain should be. It works on me, so it'll work on a fish. Did you know? I was told recently that sharks pee out of their skin. I know, weird, huh? And now a name and a slogan. Simon the Shark, and he says, stay in school. School, of course, will be spelt with a K, mainly because it's cool, but also it shows exactly why you should take school seriously. After all, you don't want to end up like Simon, working a dead-end job where the only thing you have to look forward to each day is falling asleep in the bath, hoping you won't wake up this time. Sorry, that got a little personal. Let's move on. Simon will be gifted with some slime coming out of his mouth and a piercing in the form of an anchor. It seems fitting given the nautical theme of him, but also he's a burden. It's not all bad though. He did get this trophy for being the best mascot this side of the mountain. Hooray for Simon. Lastly, we'll add in a hoop to allow people to fall through and add a platform for them to land on. Nice. Let's test this out with another wave of people. Here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Any minute now. Oh, that's the magic. There we go. What's great about this human confetti is it's eco-friendly as it's compostable. Let's just pause the game now and work our way through this debris field of broken families. This guy's hoping the balloon he purchased is enough to soften the landing, but I'm afraid that the green ones are only filled with their air. Get it? Do you get it? It's like despair, but I emphasize the air part. Balloons are filled with either gas or air. So the joke works if it's filled with air, but if it's filled with gas, then it doesn't. Do you get it? Do you get it? Huh? It's funny, isn't it? I'm funny. Please laugh, damn it. I've gone too far this time. I'm going to have to delete my video. I'm going to delete this channel. Goodbye, everyone. What's that? What's that? You do get it? Oh, well. That's good then. Look, this guy's repping one of those skull hats that we gave out. Way to support your local theme park / morgue. The other thing you can do with a paused game is line the people up with the city background to make it look like they're attacking it. This does nothing for their situation, but it does make me feel like less of a monster compared to them. Right, now to unpause the game and allow nature to take its course. Enjoy falling to your forever naps. Yep, I'm not really sure at this point how we can beat having humans act like raindrops in our nightmare of a park, but it wouldn't be one of my videos without taking it from sociopath to psychopath. So we'll be taking this opportunity to make sure the ones who are still on the ground can never ever leave. We're going to start phase 3 by announcing that we've skipped phase 2. Great. Now for phase 4. We'll build another roller coaster and this time give it a sick little flick at the end. This will be both wild for the riders as it will be bone shattering for the people around it. Now I feel like the perfect place for this roller coaster will be underground, with the exit of the track being beneath the most tightly packed area of our park. People may disagree with this, but I am the person who skipped basic training, and I am the one who decided to attend 0 workshops before deciding to take on this mammoth task of running a theme park, so you'll have to be a little forgiving towards my bad choices, okay? Without bad choices, we wouldn't have this, the fountain of youths, and for inclusion purposes, older people too. Yeah, this is definitely next level disturbing. First, we hit people one way like, whatcha? And now we're all up in their faces like, pow! Off to space with you, you alien bastards. This is truly a time in history that will be swept under the rug of denial in about 30 years. I personally think it just looks like a whole lot of fun. Up until this point, then it just becomes terrifying. But after the terror has passed, it probably becomes fun again, am I right? Oh no, that did not look or sound fun. Oh god, I'm a monster. Let's add some more chests now. More chests equal more people and, well, more chests. Now we'll add in some more roller coasters. I think another near the entrance could prove useful for convincing people who are leaving to change their minds. Hey people, are you sure you want to leave? I thought so. There's still plenty of fun to be had here. Right, while the leavers are regathering themselves, we'll add more roller coasters off to the side of the splash zone. This will help get people back into the park faster. See, wasn't that quick? Saved you quite the walk, didn't I? You're welcome. Add another near the corner to push people back, and another smaller one in this corner to push them back further. This is going swimmingly. I'll add a path now to this area they're being pushed onto, so it counts as the park again. This will stop them from despawning off the grass. Another couple of coasters at the entrance. We aren't just fighting levers now, we're also helping the visitors reach their destination faster. That's just the kind of guy I am. Thoughtful on a totally delusional level. Right, this part is getting people to move faster to this part. It then shovels them to this area, which then shovels them back into the park. And this is how we turn this game into satisfactory, because watching people projected through the air is just that. Unfortunately, we are having some people fall into the pit of no return, which isn't as bad as it sounds, because without the worry of having to return to society, you get a fresh start. Let's add some new entrances now to our pathed area, and to stop people leaving, we'll add a roller coaster here, and there you go. It's a one-way entrance now. We can go ahead and add another coaster here to help clear some of the congestion. I'm pretty happy with how this park is looking. There are so many automated queuing systems that this place is starting to look like, dare I say it, the theme park of the future. Just look at all the families out enjoying their day. This lady is glad she got a balloon the same colour as her emotionally scarred brain. The last thing I'd like to build, just to really polish off this park, is a pit that leads to hell. Yeah, we can achieve this by digging down, placing a path to stop those pesky despawners, and then filling it with molten magma, a few fire spewers, some bigger flames, and lastly, some smoke to really finish that atmosphere off. Now, if we resume the game, lovely. It looks like home. After that, we'll build a lake of tranquility. I just have a lot of conflicting emotions, so I like to get them out in the open. There we go. Beautiful. Now, if we resume the game, some people will fall to their deaths down the pit to hell, whereas some will be washed over with the calming waters of Lake Tranquility. Let's check up on our lucky ones. I hope you all know how to swim. If not, this Lake of Tranquility is not really that, is it? If you can't swim, may I suggest you partner up and mash your face into someone else's like these two people. They get it. I just love that so many of the people went and got a balloon from the shop. They see people being projected through the air and thrown into the side of cliffs and down holes, and they're like, but mom, I want a balloon before I die. And they've got their priorities in order, hey? Let's check up on the other lucky people who have fallen down the pit of hell. Hey, do you know what? It doesn't actually look that bad. I was expecting a nightmare, but instead I'm just met with people enjoying their last few moments alive. It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? If Sandy here can be happy with burning to death on a pile of her friends and family, why can't I be happy too? Well, I just can't, okay? I've got things going on in my life, and it just makes me sad to think about them. Like, one of my socks had a hole in it this morning, and I saw a kitten with scruffy hair. It was terrible. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching my midlife crisis unfold in the form of tormenting people like this guy here, as much as I've hated every moment of it. If you'd like to see more of this game, let me know in the comments. For now, I'm going to stay in this water with these people and hope someone lands on my head, releasing me from this nightmare. Until next time, toodaloo.